My name is Cassy Summers. Welcome to the Curious Universe podcast. It is an absolutely beautiful day out today. It's summertime here, and we're just getting right into the swing of that kind of summertime vibration that seems to show up here in 𝙬𴏑𴜾, where I live. I wanted to share with you some energetic exercises that you can do to really engage with these seasonal vibrations that can show up. That just is for fun, really. I mean, will it make your life greater? Maybe, possibly, probably. It makes my life greater, absolutely. And you can do this anywhere that you are. It doesn't have to be in this season. And it can be, you know, if you listen to this podcast later, maybe you're on vacation in Mexico or something and you want to explore it there. We're really going to tap into those kind of like summertime warm vibrations today and explore allowing that into your body, into your life. So it kind of already started. I love engaging with energy. I love playing with energy. I learned, I guess, 7 years ago or so that I had this dynamic capacity with energy. I kind of knew as a kid, you know, this showed up. I remember my mom coming home. She had foot surgery. She had all this intense pain. And I remember going, oh, I just really want to take the pain away from her. And she was like, oh my God. And she felt like this shooting of energy down her leg, and like the pain just started to disappear. And I had a best friend who would ask me to take away her headaches all the time. So if she had a headache, I would just could touch her head. Sometimes once I did it after for a while, I wouldn't even have to touch her head anymore. I could just take it away from a distance. Sometimes she would just call me on the phone. So energy is my jam. Energy is really fun. And whether you're new to energy or maybe you've been exploring this for a long time, I really would love to play with this curiously today and see what we can explore together. So now, what do you sense about particular seasons, different seasons, whatever summertime is for you? This podcast is global, so you could be anywhere around the world and you're going to have different weather. You're going to have different, things going on with the earth. And you'll have your own sense of that summertime vibe. And then you may have watched movies where you see, you know, how North America and the summertime vibe that we have here. What I'd like for you to do is to get a sense of what it is for you. So for me, summer was always the best. It was freedom because, you know, school's out here. So where I live, we get our break from school during the summer months. So everyone's a little less trying to, you know, do form and structure. Bodies are moving a lot more because we're warmer, and in Canada it can get pretty cold, so we're so grateful to have the warmth. Clothing changes, so you're wearing brighter clothing. People are showing up more. People are, you know, getting sun, their skin's getting tan, they're just outside a lot more and kind of enjoying the earth a lot more. I've also, for me, experienced some of my most joyful times in summer growing up as a kid. So we'd go camping, we'd go swimming, we would, go stay at cabins and just get to enjoy. And it was about the play of life and not the work of life. So when I'm tapping into the season to summer, and with seasons, please obviously include the earth, because the earth and the weather and nature and what it's doing has to do with that season, right? Now, what is it for you? You can use some of the energies that I just brought up, but what is it like for you? What is summer? What is that energy for you? Again, if you're new to energy, you might think that you don't know what's going on. You might be kind of getting some memories or some thoughts. That's okay. That's cool. Work with that. Okay. Yeah. For me, I guess summer was always anything is possible. And it was an adventure, an unpredictable adventure of summer. That's part of what summer is for me. So keep going, and just what is summer for you? What was it for you? What is it for you now? And what would you like it to be? There, that's nice. And keep expanding out your space of being. So you have your beautiful, miraculous little body, and then you have your infinite being that occupies the body, but is so much bigger than the body. I'm going to ask you to expand it out in every direction, up, down, left, right, front, and back. Now engage with the earth with this vibration. What is the earth showing you in that summer time? In some parts of the world, there's a ton of rain, or it's intensely hot, like so hot you can't even be outside. Sometimes it's just warm and there's lakes to swim in. There's sand that you can put your toes in. I went to this amazing, I'm just moving my hands here as I'm engaging with you and energy, and we're just kind of playing here together. I spent this, went to this amazing 7-day event in Malaysia. And we had the whole resort to ourselves, and it goes right up onto the beach. And so this spectacular ocean is just there, and so warm and talkative, miraculous, full of magic, really. And it's interesting to see, what does the body do in warmer weather? So for me, my muscles relax. I always enjoyed like hot yoga or warm baths, warm showers. My muscles open and relax in the heat. And I love that. My body loves that. Engage with your body. What is your body's awareness with summer? Now, not what you've decided, not your point of view, but actually if your body had a voice, if you actually were listening to your body's awareness, what is that? What does your body enjoy? Does it? And then you can tap into, so there's that that sense of freedom, right, that I talked about. The moment kids are out of school, like that, there's like a few days of whoa, really high vibe. And then it just kind of breaks into this new flow. What can that contribute to your life right now? Now, I know some people that they are kind of addicted almost to routine. They've made it the most valuable thing, and They don't like getting out of routine, and they get really stressed in the summer times, and they just want to control it even more. So what if you allowed, what percentage of this freedom, this no form of structure, this letting go of the routine, what percentage of that, if you instilled it in your life and living, would create greater possibilities for you? You're just going to instill it. You don't have to know how to do that cognitively. I'm actually energetically showing you right now. And so just by being willing to have it, it's showing up. You are already choosing it. And by asking what percentage is great, because then you get to explore what does work for you. You are the choosing one. No one can do anything to you. No one can be like, blue, 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 and just do stuff to you unless you've aligned and agreed that they can. And I have no interest in doing that. But I am willing to show you this capacity to instill chaos. When I say chaos, I mean that creative freedom, that unexpected, uncontrolled energy of creation. So what if you let, what percent of that would you allow and instill in your life that would create a greater summer than you ever imagined possible? Now, what about that adventure, that unpredictability? That was something I always loved, driving around in the car, bunch of 16-year-olds, and we wouldn't even have a plan. We'd be like, hey, let's just drive downtown. And they would lead to this adventure and this adventure and this adventure. And do you notice that often as we get older, a lot of us don't create that way anymore? We go, oh, okay, let's plan this and plan that and figure this out. And then after this, we'll go to this and we'll eat here and we'll go here. If you're like that, I invite you to allow a lot more adventure into your life. You can actually even pull that energy through your body, the energy of adventure, of freedom, of flow following almost. So if you ask a question, you'll start to have a flow that you can follow that will lead you towards it, okay? So a question could be like, what would it take for this to be the greatest summer of my life so far? Okay, no matter how old you are, what would it take? Hey, universe, what would it take for this to be the greatest summer I've ever had so far? Now, you probably won't get a cognitive awareness. You might get little bits, but you're not going to get the whole picture. You're not looking for the answer anyways. You're looking for the awareness. You're going to get a sense of like an energy. Okay, so that's the energy that I follow. So when you get little trickles of that energy, you follow it, which means you take action no matter what. And you go with that flow, and that will lead you to this, it's actually this complex network, but it will lead you into the creation of the greatest summer you've had so far, as long as you're willing to actually receive it. See, your asks of the universe is more powerful and dynamic than you ever imagined. So what else can you receive from this season of summer? Let's tap into the earth again. Let's start to actually pull energy up through the earth into our bodies. And now get that sense of this summertime season, what the earth can show you. What is the earth aware of? Oh, there's that relaxation, that letting go. That's what's showing up for me. You know, you'll see the ducks. They've already done all their, they had their babies, they did all the things, and now they're just like basking in the shade, enjoying the warmth, swimming in the ponds. Cats and dogs get lazier in the heat of the day. but also that we have sun. Well, here where I live, we have sun for so much longer. We sometimes it's like 9 o'clock at night. And so does your body actually want to be up longer? Does it actually want to absorb more energy from the sun in a way that works for you? What like recharging of your cells is available in this time? Wow, I'm just getting a download on that. That's so cool. Almost as though your cells are like solar panels, the cells of not just like your skin receiving, but on a molecular level, that you can allow the sun, allow the earth to come in and recharge those cells. In whatever way that would be fun for you. Maybe it is lying on the beach. Maybe it's you can still receive from the sun indoors. You can receive from the sun in the shade. Just open up to receiving that energy. Very cool. Now what's kind of coming up for me is that like that high vibe, that like, there's so much buzzing, and I love that. I love the vibrancy of the place that I live. And in the summer, it's like everything comes alive. There's live music downtown. There's more people out. There's just this like all the low season, like the seasonal depression, has melted away, and people are just moving their bodies and moving their energy, allowing things to flow, and curious about who they're going to meet and who they're going to engage with, and kind of like, bodies in heat sometimes. Animals will be in heat. Well, where I live, people go in heat. And but it's this, there's this energy of sexualness and just joy of living going on. How much can you receive that and actually allow that more into your life to create a greater season for you, for your body? And you can even invite that into your business. Okay, so depending on what kind of business you have, or maybe you work for someone else, you can invite this energy into that workplace, into your business. Now, how is that going to work? How is that going to show up? We don't know. That's not our job to figure out the how. It's so boring to figure out the how. It's so much more fun just to ask and see what shows up and explore and follow those threads, right? Those flows. So just inviting that energy into your business. Maybe that means like you are going to accumulate a lot more money in the summer. Maybe that's one of your high seasons. Maybe you're busier in the summer. Maybe you're slower in the summer. You can still ask for that recharging of the cells. You know how the sun will like recharge. So what if it was recharging your business, and then maybe your business revenue increases in the fall or in the winter or Christmas time or whatever, but you can still allow every season to contribute to your business, to your money flows, to your body, to your life, and to your living, to your family, to your relationship. What can you choose in this season that works greater in this season than other seasons? What are those choices that are available right now? See, in like the dead of winter, I could choose to go jump in the lake, and people do that here, but it's not going to create the same energy than if I choose to jump in the lake in the middle of the summer. So what choices are available right now in this season for you? And every single season is going to be different. So if you do this summer with me, and then maybe next summer you're like, I'm going to go listen to that thing, you're going to get new awarenesses. You're going to have new vibrations and energies, because the world is evolving, my friends, and we are evolving and changing continuously. So what's available for you this season that just isn't available otherwise? And how many doors are you willing to open and walk through? What are you willing to explore, adventure with? Just invite all of this, the earth, the animals, the plants, the weather, the season itself, the sun, to contribute its magic, its gifts for you, for your body, for your life, your living, your business, all of it. And then you get to actually be that gift as well. That seasonal gift to the earth, because it will be asking for different things. Maybe where you live, there's a lot of forest fires. We have a lot of forest fires here in the summer. And I've been asking, hey, what would it take for us to have less forest fires this year in a way that works for the earth? And it's been interesting because every 3 days we've had a massive rainfall. We don't normally get that. So that's me willing to be that energetic contribution. So I'm flooding energy to the cells of the earth. Just like the sun, and being the sun and being that contribution, that gift. Maybe other things are required in your part of the world. Wow, cool. So I don't know if you sense that, but there was this shift of like where it's synthesized to this gifting and receiving, this dynamic contribution. When you acknowledge the contribution that you are to the earth, to the season, to the sun, to the world, to the planets, to the moon, to the stars, to other bodies, and to the vibration of the whole world, but you're part of the world, it kind of can amplify, it grows. Whatever you acknowledge grows. Yeah. Just how much fun can you have? Thank you for exploring with me. I hope this is a contribution. Let me know what showed up for you, and I will see you on the next episode.
Thank you for exploring the curious universe with me. Your curiosity matters. And what if together we could create a greater, more curious world?